As everyone knows, marriage doesn't just involve the happy couple. It also brings together two families and creates a new relationship dynamic, the one between the bride and the groom's mum.
Now, an app that allows people to anonymously share secrets has seen an influx of wives posting horror stories about their monster-in-laws. So, why do some women behave this way, and what can you do about it? For more on this, we are joined by relationship counsellor Dr. Karen Phillip to show us how it's done. Let's set the record straight. Is it that we're just hardwired not to get along with our mother-in-laws?
No, not at all. There's some amazing relationships between daughter-in-laws and mother-in-laws, so they don't all end badly. In fact, many of them are very healthy and very positive and good.
Okay, so let's learn a little bit more about the overbearing mothers. Why do they behave this way?
Well, if the mum hasn't raised her child and have the confidence that she's raised her child to be an independent, loving man and partner, then she still feels that she needs to take care of him and protect him. Then when the new wife comes along, that becomes the wife's role and the mother needs to step back. And so therefore she loses part of her identity because she's no longer the main carer for her child.
So is it that she feels that she's not needed anymore, and that's kind of what brings out that whole monster-in-law thing where they start to say things that are very nasty?
And that's exactly right. They do want to be needed and wanted by their sons, and when the new wife takes over that, they can feel really disengaged from their child and perhaps for the first time in their life.
Karen, if a wife is having trouble, with her husband's mum, it's not just her job to try and mend the relationship, is it?
It's actually not really her job at all. I mean, while the new wife needs to be respectful and never compare herself to the mother and never speak badly of her, it really is up to the son to speak to his mum. But when he speaks to his mother, he needs to let her know that, you know what, Mum, thank you so much for raising me so well to be an independent, great man and husband. Now you can let me go and allow me to lead my life and live it with my new wife.
In your experience, in your experience, do the mothers come around upon that boy, that man, like going to his mum and say, "Come on, Mum, you got to let go"? Yeah. Do they?
They can. They don't always, but in many situations they do, because they realise if the son is firm with the boundaries, it's like, "Mum, I love you very much, but I won't be around here every third night for dinner, and I won't be coming round, this phone call and that phone call." So if they set the boundaries that are clear, the mothers really do stand up and go, "Wow, if I don't back off a little bit, then I could damage my relationship with my son."
I see there's so many situations where the guys don't step in, and so what ends up happening is this war that we see, like we just played out in the movie, where it's the mum and the daughter-in-law who play it out together, and the boys just kind of step back.
Yes, they do.
So what do you do in a scenario like that if you're the daughter-in-law?
Well, the new wife speaks to her husband and said, "This is your mother, this is your position and your role. I'm making it very clear to you how I feel, and it really is up to him to step up and address that." They may also speak to the dad and the other siblings, just to ensure that perhaps they're all on the same page and it's not the new wife against the whole family.
I love this topic. What about a role reversal? So we're talking obviously in this situation about the girls that are with their mother-in-laws, but what about for the boys and mother-in-laws on that side?
It's generally fine. The men don't seem to have much of an issue at all with the mother-in-laws or the father-in-laws. The guys seem to just flow along and find it really quite easy. It's usually the situation between the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law that starts to present some issues.
I have to be careful with this one because my mother-in-law might be watching, or my wife. Do the parents-in-law of a husband, are they often hard in judging the man, the husband? Do you think
they can be? Look, all parents have expectations of the type of person they want their child to marry and to be with. They want someone to ensure that they make their child happy, that they protect them, they keep them safe, that they're a good provider. And that could be male or female these days. So there's lots of expectations that we have. Sometimes, though, the mother-in-laws have an expectation of what they want their new daughter-in-law or the partner of their son to be like, and they may have these visions of a lovely girl that maybe go to church or has got a university degree and works in an office or does some fundraising work or charitable work, and he may bring home a lovely young lady that works in the local hotel with a few tattoos and some piercings, and the mother will automatically go, oh my goodness, what have you done? It's not what I expected at all, yet she may be the most beautiful young lady.
Of course. And also, we haven't discussed if grandchildren come along, it's a whole other story.
That's a matter of another time. We'll get you back.
Thank you, Karen.